Hello there. Welcome back to the lab for another project. And this is another parts bin rescue. So this was part of a lot that I had gotten recently. I was kind of bummed when I got it home. I looked at it. It looks pretty toasty and everything, just being a Monarch. And then you kind of go up and you kind of go up and go, oh shit, look at that. Why won't you put, there we go. Yeah, look at that freaking hole, man. How the heck does that happen? That looks to me like an arc welder blowout, is what it looks like. But I don't think that's the case. I am not sure. I'm assuming they had it hanging from something. Somebody went to yank on it. I don't know, man. Pretty crazy. But I'm going to figure out, we're going to patch that up, because I just patched up something that had a bullet hole in it. I patched up something that had all the air tubes were completely rotted out. So we're kind of having fun. And now I have some like brass strapping and things like that, and I'm kind of playing with it. So we're going to rescue this baby out of the junk bin. It has all its parts. So we're going to clean it up and then we're going to repair that. I don't know what year this is. It's buried underneath that shit there somewhere. But we'll find out. So this looks like it's all in kind of working order. And again, all that carbon kind of coming out of here. And you can see where the carbon was coming out that hole. So this thing was used in this particular arrangement. But I do want to... is that over there too? Yeah, I bet you. It looks like maybe they must have tried hanging it somehow from that. Huh. Alright, let's look it over. Oh, by the way, so Goldie, this is Goldie. Goldie is filling in for Supervisor Baby. It is spring break. So he's taking his much deserved time off. So she's gonna be hanging out not too much longer because she's super pretty. And I don't want her to get splattered with all the shit that splatters around here in the lab. I want to put it somewhere a little safer. I don't want to have to repolish. That was a bear. All right, let's check this out. Okay, so first of all, let me get the bail out of the way. Out of the way. Yeah, look at that. The carbon all in it. Yes, man, oh man. All the ones from this lot were just completely run to the ground, like without kerosene in them. They're all full of carbon. But they've all had super clean tanks on the inside. We'll see what this one's like. So I don't know if they burnt some kind of funky fuel or what. All right. Again, yeah, carbon. That should clean up no problem. I like to get my wire brush out and just kind of sample shit. See what I have to look forward to. If there's any challenges. That's gonna be totally fine. Okay, well that's in there. Boy, that is really close to coming out of those clips. I think I'm gonna wanna try to get this cone off of here. It's real close to coming out. I think I just gotta give these little locks a little room to come out. And then I can get down at the burner and I can bend these things back. That's all right. There we go. Okay, well that's off. Like I said, we can bend those back. Let's see if this pops out for us without a whole lot of manipulating. Boom! I like it. wrong size wick. This looks like a wick out of a Comet. But we'll use that in something. We won't put that back in here, but we'll use that somewhere. All right. Cap comes loose. Great. That'll clean up. No problem. What the hell is that? Oh, there's a cork. A cork in there. All right. So they must have gone without a cap. And then they put a cork in there. And it fell in. And we'll have to get that out piece by piece, though. There we go. No extra wicks, unfortunately. Just a cork. All right, that'll clean up. That'll clean up. Great, great. So inside the tank, of course, looks great. What the heck did they burn in these things, if anything? So this is this is a clean lantern, man, except for right here. This is heavier oxidation here and up on here. Obviously, wherever it's sat, we just got in the weather right up there on top, but the rest of it looks real nice. And if we can find a date under this shit, that's gonna be pretty hard. I mean, I'm not even seeing anything, if there's anything there at all. Stranger things have happened. I've had them without them. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. Is maybe I'll use one of these other surfaces here to kind of bend something. Well, first of all, let's see, what can I get at? All right, well, let's see if how much of this I can bend back out. Ooh. All right. So this tool, I've been waiting to use this tool for just this kind of thing. This was for crocheting or something, I don't know. Well, it looks like some of the meat is gone. Well, brought some of it back. Closed up that part. That's cool. Well, we'll be able to cover that up anyway. Oh, that's a smaller gap. That's good. That's good. Great. Makes the work a little less tedious. I think now I'm just going to go to the bench grinder, get the big chunks off here, and then we'll, I got this little hunk of tin here, and we'll kind of bendorama, make a little something, put it on there. Yeah, that might work. But in the meantime, yeah, look at that. Look how clean that is. And I just realized that I had this zoomed in so we could look at that. And I do apologize if you just missed a whole bunch of shit. But, oh, here's what we're going to do. Yep. Piece of brass strapping. We'll figure something out. But right now, I'll go to the bench grinder and get some shit off of here. Yes, another, I got all these great projects, and I'm kind of obsessed with now grabbing shit out of the dustbin, the junk bin, stuff that I would, that in the past, I said I couldn't fix them, but now I'm getting the point where I'm like, you know what, I think I can fix that. Look at all that. Look at all that fucking carbon. Holy smokes. Wow. This thing is just riddled with it. Okay. Yeah, it'd be a mess. All right, I'm going to go to the bench grinder, clean this up, and I'll be back in a flash. Nice. Looking nice. It's peculiar. It's no patent dates. I don't even see it buried under that. It could still be under there. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is still there. There was a light stamping, and it's pretty much gone. We'll see if I can bring it out with a wire wheel. Okay, well. All right, this stuff cleaned up good. Gonna get a junk bit. We'll start with that. Well, yeah, we'll start with the junk bit. I almost went out of sequence. That doesn't work. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a junk pit. Get all the spots we. Cool thing about Monarchs and Hot Blast is that there's a lot. I get a lot more access to real estate. For the bench grinder. So like I got to a good amount of this burner, which I couldn't get to if it was something that I had to desolder or remove a glow plate, the little hinge and everything like that. So it's just, this makes it a lot easier to get access to all the corners and things. I like working on these. Okay, I see there's a little, we can reinforce that solder. And I know there's no way that that's coming out. I'm just going to isolate it because that makes problems. But they got good enough hooks on the inside where that ain't coming out. I learned that the hard way. Okay. All right, here we go, junk pit. Dietz Monarch. All right, well, I'm going to go to a pointy bit now. So we did a little wire wheel. I did a little 320 grit on some of these wires. Needed it a little bit. There we are. So, okay, pointy bit. And then we'll maybe I'll do a nylon bit, fresh 800 grit nylon bit, and then we're gonna look at this repair. So let's do that. All right, pointy bit time. Alright, so what I want to try to do now, but by the way, I can't see anything, any pat numbers, any kind. I could see maybe there's a letter there. I see in a January. That's all I see. Jan. Forget it. I mean, unless I went pretty heavy on a higher grit. Let me try 180 grit. I just want to see if I can get it to appear. Nothing. Maybe after we treat it? I don't think so, though. I don't think so. All right, so now what I want to do is shape some brass. So what I want to do oops. So what I'm doing here is I'm isolating this come on now. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to use where are you? Come on now. All right, so this stuff's thin enough. I'm going to see, I want to try and see if I can so I kind of want to do a perfect bend in the middle of this. So I'm going to use my vise for that. All right, so there's a start. here's what I've come up with. So, and I apologize again about me zooming in and missing everything here. I think I got a little something here. Now we're gonna have to do some trimming around an edge here to make it fit in that little joint. Let's try that out.
Sister and my wife and
all right.
seats for.
So I was using this outside edge because it's the same as the inside edge.
Yeah, they charged $100 a person.
And I made this little thing here.
And he said,
all right, let's see if I can cut that out without screwing things up here. Damn it. I'm gonna have to grind that, looks like. Okay. All right. Never done this before, putting a Dremel in the vise. I don't want to hurt it. So those tin snips don't do shit for something like this. So I'm going to use, let's see if this works. All right, so I think we're there. I want to get some measurements.
When it works well, even if you run it at 200 watts, that's an adequate power level for 40 meters.
All right, so I'm going to put some marks here because I want to score the lantern steel. So I'm going to score the lantern flesh here so we can get some solder to stick. right, well, there it is.
Yep, I hope Chris can
Didn't do exactly the way I wanted it to. I wanted that to be up there flush with this little thing here, but it just wasn't working out. But it's, yeah, it's fine. It's got, our air hole is closed up. Very cool. And I got it, I hit it with the wire wheel and everything to just kind of to match its patina like it's been on here for a while. So that's what we did. Man, there's this flux all over everything here. All right. Okay, well, I'm gonna steel wool this. We're gonna treat it. I think we're darn close to finishing this baby off. So, well, that was interesting. It almost did exactly what I wanted it to. Almost. It's really close. Getting better at it though. At least I feel like it. I'm so glad I found all that brass banding. And I got feet and feet and feet of it. Yeah, this stuff here, I got tons of that. Tons of it in different widths. Okay, we are ready to oil it up. All right. Oof. All right, I gotta say this is probably the last lantern for this brush. This brush is beat, much like this lantern, pretty beat up. Don't even want to really hold oil anymore. Just kind of blobs it around. But yeah, so this heavy patina here, which is great. This is going to look great once we put oil on the body here. You'll see nice dark Dietz steel, as you can see here. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Pretty lantern. Okay, let's assemble. Yeah, find us a wick. So, yeah, wow, we're done with this beauteous Monarch. And we never got a year off it. That's okay. It's old. We know it's old. Click. Okay, we are in business. First off, though, get this baby back on here. This backward lift. Nice. Beautiful Monarch action. All right. I don't need a globe for this. Click. Okay, so I gotta find this. Find this a globe. Oh, we got a red one, I think. Yeah, let me see. Let me find that red one. I'll be right back. Man, oh man, this thing super light embossing. Super light. So this is a Dietz fits all. This thing's full of bubbles. Very cool. Love the bubbles. Hate the fingerprints I'm putting all over it, but love the bubbles. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. I think, should we fire it up? Should we throw some fuel in here? Look at that action. That's what I love about the Monarch, man. Click. Got a lock at the bottom. The lock at the top. Very cool. All right, well, let me get a picture of the bottom before I put fuel in it. Don't mind me. Yeah, let me get a shot of it. Like this.
Just transfer it to it very slightly. You should be good.
All right. Okay. Yeah, let's throw a little kerosene in here. Might as well light it up. I've been lighting up ones lately. I don't know why.
Still here in Florida, so I'm ready to go for that. But I rigged up.
I think I've been trying to conserve
the tuning controls of the
kerosene
and the antenna tuner, all that stuff.
this winter, and or April.
Switch transmitters.
April's in a couple days.
Anyway, doing quite well. We haven't talked in a while.
All right, let me see if I can make sure. Quick. Oh yeah. Plenty for our wicking, and I can watch it wicking up the wick. We'll give it a minute. Wait for some pinkish hue to come over the wick. All right, be back in a second once that wicks up. Okay, it looks like we're all wicked. So it's still daylight here, which is great that the days are getting longer, but we can still do our thing here. All right, let's light it up. Nice. perfect flame right there.
You're very good, James K. When UAG to be able
At least for the moment. Wow, yeah, I can see all the bubbles in this globe. That's great. Freaking love it. Let's come on down here and look.
So you moved from Florida to Oklahoma. Well, if he likes it, I guess.
Look at all those bubbles in the glass.
Yeah, we're just down here until sometime in May.
Pretty cool, man.
Renting a place down here that I rented for.
Well, here we are. So, yeah,
This is
perfect
my,
flame.
4th year.
So I'm glad that we patched things up here.
So that's where we are. In fact,
Very cool. And like I said, no patent dates to be seen. So we don't know. We don't know what the build date is on this. Doesn't matter. That's old. We know that. All right, folks, that's gonna do it here. This was fun. It didn't do exactly what I wanted to, but pretty darn close. So I like it. Looks all aged down there. All right, it works. Better than a big old hole. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. All right, folks, I don't know what I'm doing. Folks, thanks so much for stopping by the lab, and until next time, don't you go changing.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.